Have you ever felt like life is constantly pushing you down, trying to knock you off your feet? Like no matter how hard you try, something always seems to go wrong. What if I told you there's a way to rise above all of it, to stay calm, unshaken, and truly free no matter what happens around you? The world is full of chaos, stress, frustration, disappointments. Every day we face something that threatens our peace, our focus, our happiness, the constant demands of others, the weight of expectations, the overwhelming flood of information. It's exhausting. But what if you could look at all of this and feel nothing but calm? What if you could walk through your day, no matter what challenges arise, and stay grounded, focused, and powerful? This isn't a dream. It's a choice to live by principles that keep you centered, no matter the storm. Ancient wisdom proven through thousands of years of human experience can show you how to be truly unshaken. This is the power of Stoicism. Imagine being in control of your emotions. Imagine not letting someone's words ruin your day or allowing a setback to destroy your confidence. Imagine being able to walk into any situation, no matter how difficult, and maintain your inner peace. Stoicism isn't just philosophy, it's a way of life, a tool to help you build emotional resilience, mental strength, and true freedom. And in a world that's constantly trying to make you feel small, Stoicism gives you the power to rise above it all. By understanding and applying just a few key Stoic principles, you can train your mind to become bulletproof. No more reacting to the chaos. No more feeling overwhelmed by things you can't control. You'll stop being a victim of circumstances and start living with purpose. This isn't about pretending bad things don't happen. It's about changing the way you respond to them. There's a reason the great Stoics, people like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, remain calm, wise, and unshaken throughout their lives despite facing adversity, loss, and personal challenges. They knew the secret to inner peace. They controlled their own minds. They understood that the only thing truly in their power was their response to life's events. And once you embrace this mindset, you unlock a level of emotional freedom that's unavailable to most. In the next few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to 10 powerful Stoic principles that will help you build a fortress around your mind so nothing, no person, no situation, no obstacle can shake you. This is your chance to transform your life, to stop letting the world control how you feel, to stop allowing the opinions of others or the chaos of the world to determine your peace. If you want to become truly unshakable, to live a life of deep emotional strength, keep listening. The tools you'll discover today can change everything. So let's begin this journey together, one principle at a time, towards a life where nothing can affect you. The first step toward becoming unshakable is to understand this. You can only control what's within you. Everything outside of you, the opinions of others, the mistakes of the past, the fears about the future, they are all beyond your control. The moment you accept this, you begin to free yourself. We waste so much energy trying to control the uncontrollable. We stress over things that have no bearing on our inner peace. We let other people's behavior dictate how we feel. When someone cuts us off in traffic, we get angry. When someone criticizes us, we feel small. But none of this needs to happen. None of it should. The truth is, the only thing you can truly control is your mind, your thoughts, and your reactions. Everything else is just noise. People will say things, they will judge you, misunderstand you, criticize you. The world will constantly change, shifting in ways you can't predict. And that's okay, because none of that can affect you unless you allow it to. Imagine the power of knowing that nothing can disturb your peace. When you stop chasing after things you cannot change and focus on what you can control, you immediately become stronger. Your thoughts, your actions, your attitude, these are yours. When you focus on shaping them, you regain ownership of your life. This principle of focusing on what you can control is the foundation of Stoic wisdom. It's what separates those who are constantly tossed around by life's turbulence from those who stand firm, no matter the storm. When you embrace this mindset, you stop feeling like a victim. You stop reacting to life circumstances with frustration, anger, or fear. Instead, you respond with clarity, wisdom, and a deep, unshakable peace. It's easy to forget this in a world that constantly demands your attention and energy. But take a moment to think about it. How much of your stress is caused by things you can't change? How many of your sleepless nights are spent worrying about things beyond your control? The economy, other people's actions, things that have already happened. These are all out of your reach. But how you respond to them, that's yours. When you stop trying to control everything around you, you stop giving away your power. The more you surrender to the fact that some things will simply be beyond your grasp, the more you regain your freedom. Freedom isn't about controlling everything. It's about controlling how you react to what's happening. Every moment of your life is shaped by the choices you make in response to the world around you. Every time you choose to remain calm in the face of stress, to choose peace over panic, you build strength. Every time you decide not to react to someone else's negativity, to not be shaken by what's out of your control, you become more resilient. The beauty of this principle is that it is always in your hands. This doesn't mean you'll never feel the weight of a difficult situation. It doesn't mean you'll never feel hurt, disappointed, or frustrated, but it does mean you don't have to let those feelings dictate your life. You don't have to let them linger, control your actions, or disrupt your peace. Instead, you can choose to let them pass through you without attaching to them. You have the power to decide how you respond. Once you grasp this truth, once you begin to live by it, the world no longer has the same hold on you. You start to see the world through a new lens, a lens of power, not weakness. And with this power, nothing can affect you, not the words of others, not the mistakes you've made, not the challenges you face. You are free. This is the first and most important principle you need to understand. Focus on what you can control and let everything else go. It's the foundation for building the unshakable mindset you've always wanted. And once you've mastered this, you'll be amazed at how much peace you feel, no matter what happens around you. When you start focusing on what you can control, you'll quickly realize that your emotions don't have to control you. Too often, we let our feelings take the wheel. When someone wrongs us, we get angry. When things don't go our way, we get frustrated. But the truth is, your emotions are not who you are. They are simply signals. And the more you learn to manage them, the more power you gain over your life. Imagine being able to experience anger, frustration, or sadness without letting it spiral out of control. Imagine recognizing those emotions as temporary, as passing moments, rather than allowing them to define your day, your mood, or your life. The Stoics taught that emotions, while natural, should never be our masters. The key isn't to suppress or ignore them, but to understand them, to acknowledge them, and then choose how we respond. When you understand that you are not your emotions, you take the first step toward mastering them. You stop letting your anger make decisions for you. You stop letting fear prevent you from taking risks. Instead, you begin to respond with clarity, with wisdom. It's not about denying your feelings. It's about recognizing that you are not bound by them. You are in charge. The Stoics believed that the ultimate goal was to live in accordance with reason, not reaction. Our natural instincts might be to lash out when we feel hurt, or to retreat when we feel threatened. But the Stoic warrior knows that the greatest strength is in how we control our response. When you learn to detach from your immediate reactions, you create space between stimulus and response. That space is where your power lies. And within that space, you can choose peace, you can choose calm, you can choose resilience. When life hits you with challenges, your emotions will rise up, as they always do. But when you know how to control them, you can face those challenges with a sense of calm authority. You don't get caught in the storm of your feelings. Instead, you stand firm, grounded in your wisdom. The world will always throw obstacles your way, but your emotional state, how you meet those obstacles, is completely within your control. The more you practice this, the stronger you become. When you stop letting your emotions dictate your actions, you start making choices that align with your values, not your impulses. You make decisions with purpose, not reaction. You stop allowing the petty frustrations of daily life to throw you off course. The secret to emotional mastery is this. Your emotions are a tool, not a trap. They're there to guide you, to inform you, but they are not meant to control you. When you feel anger, pause. When you feel fear, breathe. When you feel sadness, let it flow through you without clinging to it. You don't need to react immediately. The moment you realize that, you begin to rise above the emotions that once ruled you. This is where true freedom lies. Freedom isn't in suppressing your feelings. It's in choosing how you respond to them. When you master this, you're no longer a slave to external circumstances or the ways of your emotions. You become the master of your own emotional state, of your own mind. No one can control you unless you let them. No situation can shake you unless you allow it. As you practice this daily, your emotional resilience grows. You start to develop a deep inner peace that is unshakable. You begin to realize that no matter what life throws at you, you can stay calm, collected, and strong. The power to control your emotions is one of the most profound gifts you can give yourself. And with it, you'll find yourself moving through the world with a quiet confidence, knowing that nothing, not even your own emotions, can ever truly take away your peace. The moment you start to embrace emotional control, a deeper shift begins to take place within you. You stop focusing on what's wrong and start focusing on what's right. Gratitude becomes your armor. When the world feels heavy, when challenges seem insurmountable, gratitude gives you the strength to push forward. It doesn't matter what's happening outside of you. Gratitude shifts your perspective. It turns every obstacle into an opportunity, every setback into a lesson. It allows you to see the silver lining in the darkest clouds. So often, we get lost in the noise of everything that's wrong in our lives. We forget about the blessings, the moments of beauty, the lessons we've learned. But gratitude is a powerful force. It forces you to pause and appreciate the present, to acknowledge what you have instead of constantly wishing for what you don't. The Stoics believe that if you could find gratitude in everything, no external circumstance would ever shake your inner peace. When you're grateful, you stop being a prisoner to your circumstances. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you focus on what's already here. This simple shift opens up a new world of possibilities. Gratitude brings clarity. It silences the mind's complaints and refocuses you on what's truly important, your health, your relationships, your growth. You may have faced difficulties, and yes, those challenges may have been painful, but the Stoics would remind you that even in the darkest moments, there's something to be grateful for. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to build character. Every hardship is a chance to grow stronger, wiser, more resilient. When you practice gratitude, you stop looking for excuses to feel defeated and start seeing the reasons to rise. Gratitude doesn't just change how you feel, it changes who you become. It shapes your identity. The more you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, the more you begin to see the world as an abundant place full of opportunities. It shifts your energy from scarcity to abundance. You stop living in fear of losing what you have, and you start living in appreciation of everything you already are and everything you already have. This is the essence of Stoicism, to live in accordance with reality, to accept the present moment with gratitude, and to respond to challenges with strength. When you're grateful for what you have, nothing can take it away. No one can strip you of your peace, your joy, or your sense of purpose because they come from within. Gratitude becomes the shield that protects you from external chaos. It doesn't matter what others do, what the world throws at you. When you stand in gratitude, you stand in your own power. But here's the key. Gratitude isn't just about acknowledging the big things. It's about seeing the small things, the moments that are easy to overlook. The warmth of the sun on your face, the comfort of a good meal, the love of family and friends, the breath in your lungs. These are the moments that, when fully appreciated, build a fortress of peace around you. When you focus on the small, often overlooked gifts in your life, you cultivate a deep sense of contentment that cannot be taken away by anything or anyone. Gratitude is not about blind optimism or pretending everything is perfect. It's about seeing things for what they are and choosing to find joy in them anyway. The more you practice this, the stronger your inner peace becomes. And once you've cultivated this peace, nothing, no person, no event, no circumstance can steal it from you. When you choose gratitude, you choose a life of emotional resilience. You stop reacting to the ups and downs of life and start responding with grace. You stop focusing on what you don't have and start appreciating everything that you do. And in doing so, you become unshakable. Gratitude gives you the strength to face any storm, to rise above any challenge, and to live a life of quiet, powerful peace. This is the power you have within you when you choose to focus on what's good, right, and worth celebrating. The more you embrace gratitude, the more you begin to realize that life doesn't happen to you. It happens through you. You stop feeling like a victim of circumstance and begin to see yourself as the creator of your own experience. This shift is powerful. It is the key to unlocking a life where you are not affected by what happens around you, because you know that your Inner world is shaped by your choices, not the outside noise. Every single day, you have the ability to decide how you will respond to what comes your way. Life will test you. It always does. But you are not at the mercy of those tests. You are in control of how you meet them. And when you realize that, you step into a place of incredible strength. It's the realization that you are the master of your fate, the captain of your ship. No one else can determine how you respond to life unless you let them. When you live with this kind of clarity, your mind becomes a powerful force. You stop letting fear, doubt, or external judgments cloud your decisions. You stop allowing others to dictate your emotions, and instead you learn to align your actions with your deeper values. The Stoics believe that we should live according to our highest principles, not according to the whims of the world. The world will always try to pull you in different directions, but when you have a clear sense of who you are and what you stand for, nothing can sway you. This clarity allows you to remain steady, even in the most difficult of circumstances. When you face challenges, you don't panic. You don't get lost in the chaos. Instead, you remember that everything is temporary, that nothing is permanent, not the good, not the bad. This awareness allows you to stay calm, knowing that all things will pass. The storm will eventually settle, but your peace will remain. This is the power of living intentionally. When you make decisions based on your principles, not on your emotions or the world's expectations, you align yourself with a force much greater than temporary circumstances. You align yourself with your higher purpose, and that gives you the strength to endure anything. The more you practice this, the more you realize that nothing in this world can dictate your inner peace unless you allow it to. Not the opinions of others, not the failures of the past, not the uncertainties of the future. The secret to living unshakable lies in understanding that external events do not determine your inner state. You do. This is the core of Stoic philosophy. Everything outside of you is beyond your control, but your thoughts, your actions, your reactions, they are yours. This is where your true power lies. When you stop reacting to life, you begin to create it. You shape it. You decide what you will tolerate, what you will accept, and what you will let go of. Every time you choose to respond with wisdom, to act with integrity, to remain calm in the face of stress, you build strength. Every time you choose peace over panic, gratitude over complaint, acceptance over resistance, you reinforce that unshakable foundation inside you. And that foundation is where your power lies. You have the ability to choose moment by moment how you will respond to the world around you. You can choose to let external circumstances dictate your state of mind, or you can choose to remain rooted in your own peace. And the more you make this choice, the stronger you become. The more you practice, the more natural it feels. You stop being at the mercy of life's uncertainties and start becoming the source of your own inner peace. The path to becoming unshakable isn't about avoiding challenges or escaping hardship. It's about mastering how you face them. It's about remembering that you are not defined by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. And when you live this way, when you choose to stand firm in your purpose, no matter what life throws your way, you become a force that nothing can shake. You become truly unshakable. When you begin to live with this level of clarity and self-control, you unlock a truth that most people never discover. The only thing standing between you and your best life is your own mind. We often think that our external circumstances define us, that our success or failure, our happiness or misery, depends on what happens around us. But the real secret is this: you are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You are the creator of your experience. The world is filled with distractions, challenges, and constant noise, but none of that has to take away your peace unless you allow it to. The more you build your mental resilience, the more you realize that life's circumstances are just passing waves in an ocean. They come and go, but you, your spirit, your purpose, your calm, can be an unmovable rock in the middle of it all. Imagine what it would be like to approach every situation in your life with unwavering confidence, to know that no matter what happens, you have everything you need to handle it. That's the power of having a strong inner foundation. When you understand that external events do not control your happiness or your state of mind, you become free. You begin to see the world for what it is, neither good nor bad, but simply a series of events that you get to choose how to react to. And the more you choose wisely, the stronger you become. The Stoics understood this well. They knew that the mind is the most powerful tool at our disposal. The key to living a meaningful life is not in what happens to us, but in how we choose to respond to it. Every challenge, every hardship, every moment of doubt is an opportunity to strengthen your mind. When you respond with calm, with reason, with purpose, you not only grow stronger, you develop an unshakable foundation that can weather any storm. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you let external events define your mood, your choices, or your day? How many times have you allowed someone's words, someone's actions, or a difficult situation to take away your peace? It happens to all of us. But now, imagine if you could stop giving away your power. Imagine if you could see life's challenges, not as threats, but as opportunities to rise. Every setback would become a stepping stone. Every difficulty would be a chance to show the world who you truly are. And the more you practice this, the stronger you become. The truth is, you are already capable of handling anything that life throws at you. You are more resilient, more powerful, and more equipped than you give yourself credit for. But you must believe this. You must understand that your strength comes from your ability to control your thoughts, your reactions, and your mindset. And when you do this, when you live with this level of self-mastery, nothing can affect you, nothing can shake you. You no longer need to chase after external validation or material success to feel fulfilled. You no longer need to let the opinions of others decide your worth. Your peace, your happiness, and your strength come from within. When you learn to stop reacting to the world's noise, when you learn to cultivate a calm, steady mind, you gain a power that cannot be taken from you. This is the freedom that Stoicism offers. This is the freedom that you have the ability to claim. When you master your own mind, nothing, absolutely nothing can steal your peace or your power. You become unshakable. You become a force that stands firm no matter what life throws your way. And the best part is this strength, this unshakable peace is available to you right now, the moment you decide to claim it. When you begin to live with this unshakable mindset, something remarkable starts to happen. You realize that your life is not a series of random events, but a series of choices. Every moment offers you the chance to decide who you are going to be, regardless of what happens around you. The power you have is not in controlling the world. It's in controlling how you show up in the world. And that is where your true freedom lies. Most people go through life reacting to what happens to them. They let circumstances dictate their emotions, their decisions, and their happiness. But you are not like most people. You are learning to live in a way that transforms challenges into triumphs, obstacles into opportunities. Your power lies not in what happens to you, but in how you choose to respond. Think about the last time you faced a difficult situation. How did you respond? Did you react with anger, frustration, or fear? Or did you pause, reflect, and respond with wisdom? The difference between these responses is the difference between being a victim of life and being the creator of your life. When you live with the awareness that you have the ability to choose your response, you take back your power. You stop allowing external events to define your emotional state and begin shaping your world from within. This is the heart of Stoic philosophy, to live according to your own values, not according to the whims of the world. When you know who you are, when you understand your purpose, no external event can derail you. The world will try to throw you off course. It always does. People will disappoint you. Things won't go as planned, but none of that has to shake your peace. None of it has to make you doubt your worth or your ability to handle life. Your mindset is the key to unlocking this strength. When you choose to respond to challenges with calm, when you approach every situation with wisdom, you build an inner fortress that nothing can tear down. It's not about avoiding challenges. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you have everything within you to face it. You have the power to choose your response, and in that choice lies your strength. This is the point where transformation occurs. When you understand that you are the architect of your emotional state, you stop giving away your power. You stop letting external circumstances dictate your sense of worth or your happiness. You begin to stand firm in the face of adversity, knowing that you have the tools, the wisdom, and the strength to handle anything. Every moment you choose to respond with calm, every time you choose peace over panic, you strengthen that unshakable foundation inside you. You stop being a victim of your circumstances and become the creator of your life. And with this power comes freedom, freedom from fear, freedom from doubt, freedom from the chaos of the world. This freedom isn't about escaping life's difficulties. It's about standing strong in the face of them, knowing that no matter what happens, You will always rise. You are not the circumstances you face. You are the way you choose to respond to them. And when you realize this truth, your life becomes a powerful expression of inner strength and peace. With every challenge you face, you have the opportunity to decide who you want to be. And when you choose wisely, when you choose to rise above the noise, to act with purpose, to respond with calm, you become unstoppable. You become unshakable. You become the version of yourself you've always been meant to be, and the world cannot help but feel your presence. When you begin to live this way, responding from a place of wisdom, strength, and clarity, you will notice something remarkable. The world starts to change around you because you change. The more you choose peace, the more you choose growth, the more you choose to see every challenge as an opportunity, the more your environment will begin to reflect that mindset. People around you will begin to notice the calm strength you radiate. Your energy becomes magnetic. Your presence becomes unshakable. The truth is, the power to create the life you want has always been within you. It's not about waiting for things to get better, for the world to change, or for people to treat you the way you deserve. The power lies in how you choose to respond. When you choose to show up as the best version of yourself, despite what's happening around you, you set into motion a force that cannot be stopped. You begin to create an energy that the world cannot ignore. Every small decision you make, the way you choose to act when life challenges you, the way you react to difficulties, the way you show kindness to others, the way you stand in your own power, compounds over time. The results don't always show up immediately, but the impact is inevitable. Every moment you practice self-mastery, you become more and more the person you were always meant to be. The world starts responding to you differently because you are no longer a passive participant in your own life. You have become an active creator. This transformation is profound. It's not about becoming someone you're not. It's about remembering who you truly are. Deep inside, you already have everything you need to live with unshakable peace, strength, and purpose. But to access that power, you must let go of the illusion that the world has any power over you. You must realize that the only thing that can truly affect your peace is you. The moment you understand this, the moment you realize that your emotional state is your choice, you step into a world where you are the creator, not the reactor. Every time you choose to respond to life with calm and wisdom, you reinforce that unshakable foundation. And as you build this foundation, you begin to realize that the challenges you once thought were obstacles are actually the very things that will help you grow. Without adversity, there is no growth. Without hardship, there is no strength. Every challenge is an opportunity to become the best version of yourself, to step more fully into your power, your purpose, and your peace. And the more you embrace this mindset, the more you will see that the world cannot touch you. The storms may come, but you will be the calm in the center of them. The chaos may swirl around you, but you will stand firm, unshaken. Nothing in this world can steal your peace because you have made the decision that peace is yours to keep. You've chosen to stand in your power, no matter what the world tries to throw your way. This is the essence of becoming unshakable, realizing that you are the one who creates your inner world, no matter what the external world does. You are the master of your emotions, your responses, and your destiny. And when you choose to live this way, when you decide to let go of the belief that the world can take your peace away, you begin to walk with a quiet, unwavering confidence. You move through life with a sense of purpose that cannot be shaken no matter what happens. Your peace is yours, your power is yours, and nothing at all can take it from you. You have everything you need to be unstoppable. And once you fully understand this, your transformation will be inevitable. You will become a force to be reckoned with. You will become unshakable, and nothing will ever affect you again. The more you embrace this power, the more you begin to see that you are no longer just a person reacting to life. You are the creator of your experience. You decide how to show up, how to face adversity, and how to choose peace. Every challenge, every hardship, every moment of doubt becomes a stepping stone on your journey toward becoming the person you were always meant to be. Nothing in life is random. Every single moment is an opportunity to reaffirm your strength, your purpose, and your resilience. The key to this transformation is simple. You must take full responsibility for your inner world. The world around you will continue to spin, Events will unfold and people will come and go. But the way you choose to respond is always up to you. No one can make you angry without your permission. No one can steal your peace unless you allow it. And the more you take ownership of your emotional state, the more you create a world where nothing can shake you. It's easy to believe that circumstances control us, that we are just the sum of everything that happens to us. But once you shift your perspective, you realize that it's your thoughts and actions that shape your reality. The Stoics understood this deeply. They knew that life is not about avoiding difficulties, but about mastering how we face them. The challenges we face are not punishments. They are lessons in disguise, each one providing us with a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with our true selves. And this is the beauty of living with purpose. When you understand that your response to life is within your control, you realize that you hold the key to your freedom. The moment you stop allowing the world to dictate your emotional state is the moment you unlock your true power. You begin to see the world not as a series of obstacles, but as a series of opportunities, each one offering you the chance to step further into your strength, your peace, and your purpose. You will encounter obstacles. It's not about avoiding them, it's about facing them head on. Each obstacle you overcome, each challenge you face, each moment you respond with calm and clarity, you become unshakable. The more you practice this, the more you will realize that life is not happening to you. It is happening through you. You have the power to shape your experiences, to create your reality, and to respond to the world from a place of inner peace, regardless of what's happening around you. This is your path to becoming invincible. When you stop allowing external events to determine your happiness, you unlock the strength to overcome anything. You stop being a victim of circumstance and begin to live as the creator of your own life. No matter what life throws your way, you will stand firm. You will respond with wisdom. You will remain unshaken, and that is the most powerful way to live. Remember, nothing in this world has the power to affect you unless you allow it to. People can say what they want. Life can unfold however it will, but you are the one who decides how to respond. And when you take full ownership of that power, nothing can shake you. You will walk through this life with unshakable confidence, knowing that no matter what happens, you are the one who controls your peace. Nothing can take that from you. And that, my friend, is true freedom. As you continue to grow in this understanding, you begin to realize that the most powerful thing you can do is embrace what you cannot control. Life will not always unfold the way you expect it to. People will disappoint you. Setbacks will come. Things will not always go according to plan. But this is where your true power lies, in your ability to accept what is while still choosing how to respond. The more you resist life, the more you create tension within yourself. The more you fight against the things you cannot change, the more you allow them to control your peace. But when you embrace the reality of life, when you stop fighting against what is, you free yourself. You stop wasting energy on the things you can't control, and you direct your focus toward what you can. Your actions, your mindset, and your growth. This doesn't mean you become passive or indifferent to the world around you. It means you stop allowing the uncontrollable to disturb your inner peace. You begin to act from a place of wisdom and strength, responding to life with clarity and purpose, rather than being swept away by every emotion, every thought, every event that crosses your path. True freedom comes from surrendering to life's flow without losing your sense of purpose or direction. It is in this surrender that you find true strength. When you accept the unpredictable nature of life, you stop wasting energy on resistance. You stop allowing fear, anger, or frustration to control you. You understand that no external event has the power to affect your inner state unless you allow it to. And here's where the magic happens. When you stop fighting against the things you cannot change, you begin to see life for what it truly is. A series of opportunities for growth, for learning, for evolution. Every challenge becomes a stepping stone, every obstacle a lesson. You stop seeing setbacks as failures and start seeing them as fuel for your transformation. You begin to understand that every difficulty you face is simply a test of your resilience, a challenge to see how strong you can become. In this way, you no longer fear the storms of life. You understand that they are not here to break you, but to shape you. The stronger you grow, the less impact the world will have on you. You will no longer be a victim of life circumstances, but a creator of your experience. You will face adversity, with a calm mind and an unwavering spirit, knowing that nothing in this world can take your peace unless you allow it to. As you continue to practice this mindset, you will begin to see that life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Every moment, every experience, every person who enters your life is a teacher. The more you embrace this truth, the more you will be able to transform any difficulty into an opportunity for growth. You will become the kind of person who moves through life with purpose, strength, and peace. No matter what happens, you will remain unshaken. This is the power of Stoic wisdom. It's not about avoiding challenges. It's about embracing them and responding with wisdom. It's about mastering your mind so that nothing at all can disturb your peace. You can choose how to react to the world, and when you make this choice from a place of clarity, you become unstoppable. So remember, the world will always offer you challenges. It's your choice how you respond. Will you let the uncontrollable steal your peace, or will you stand firm in your power, knowing that no matter what happens, you are the one who creates your peace, your happiness, and your destiny? The choice is yours. And once you make that choice, nothing will ever have the power to affect you again. The more you internalize this wisdom, the more you realize how truly powerful you are. Life will continue to present its challenges, but you begin to see these challenges as opportunities to affirm your strength. You stop waiting for life to change, for the world to become easier, or for people to treat you differently. You stop waiting for external circumstances to shift in your favor, and instead, you become the force that shapes your reality. When you fully embrace your power to control your reactions, you begin to unlock the life you've always wanted. You stop reacting impulsively to situations and people. Instead, you begin to respond from a place of deep understanding, emotional strength, and self-mastery. Every external challenge that used to leave you feeling powerless, frustrated, or overwhelmed becomes an opportunity for you to demonstrate the true depth of your inner peace. This process doesn't happen overnight. It takes practice, commitment, and discipline. But the more you commit to showing up as the best version of yourself, the more effortless this transformation becomes. You begin to see the beauty in every difficulty. Every setback becomes a lesson in resilience. Every struggle, a step toward growth. With each obstacle, you become stronger, more grounded, and more centered in who you truly are. You are no longer waiting for permission from the world to feel good about yourself. You are no longer looking for validation from others. You are no longer giving away your peace every time something doesn't go your way. Instead, you have taken full responsibility for your emotional state, and in doing so, you reclaim your power. Nothing in this world, no person, no situation, no setback can take away your peace unless you allow it to. And when you realize this, you unlock an inner strength that makes you unstoppable. This is the power of self-mastery. It's not about controlling everything around you. It's about controlling how you respond to what's around you. Life will throw its curveballs, but you are no longer afraid. You face each challenge with the full knowledge that no matter what happens, you have the strength and wisdom to handle it. The world cannot shake you because you are anchored firmly in your own peace. And this is where the real magic happens. As you continue to practice this mindset, as you continue to choose to rise above the noise and chaos of life, you begin to see something remarkable. You no longer need the world to change for you to feel at peace. You no longer need anyone else's approval for you to feel worthy. You no longer need everything to go right in order to be happy. You have become self-sufficient in your emotional state. You are at peace with who you are, and that peace radiates out into everything you do. This is the ultimate freedom, the freedom to live your life on your own terms, unshaken by external forces, the freedom to walk through the world with your head held high, knowing that nothing can disturb your inner calm. You are no longer a slave to your emotions. You are the master. And with that mastery, you hold the key to a life of limitless potential, a life where you create your own happiness, your own peace, and your own success. So, when life throws challenges your way, remember, you are the one who decides how to respond. And when you choose to respond with wisdom, strength, and grace, the world cannot help but notice. You become the force that shapes your destiny. Nothing will ever affect you again because you are in control of the most important thing, yourself. The moment you realize that the true source of your power lies within you, you begin to see the world differently. It's no longer a place of chaos or unpredictability. Instead, it becomes a canvas, one that you can shape with your choices, your reactions, and your mindset. Every obstacle, Every challenge, every person who crosses your path becomes an opportunity to demonstrate your inner strength, your peace, and your ability to remain unshaken. You stop waiting for permission to be happy, to be at peace, or to take control of your life. You stop letting external circumstances dictate how you feel. The moment you stop seeking validation from others is the moment you reclaim your peace. You are no longer relying on the world to change for you to feel good. Instead, you realize that you have the power to change your inner world at any moment, regardless of what is happening outside of you. This doesn't mean you shut yourself off from the world or avoid its challenges. In fact, it means the opposite. It means you step into the world fully, fearlessly, and with unwavering confidence, knowing that you are the creator of your reality. You face challenges head on, not because you expect everything to go smoothly, but because you know that no matter what happens, you can handle it. You are in control of your reactions, and that is where your true power lies. You begin to live from a place of deep inner strength, where you no longer need the world to be perfect in order to feel at peace. Your happiness is no longer dependent on external circumstances. You are not the victim of life's uncertainties. You are its master. The more you embrace this mindset, the more powerful you become. You move through life with a sense of purpose, resilience, and calm that others cannot help but notice. Your energy becomes magnetic because it comes from a place of authenticity and self-mastery. When you learn to respond to life with wisdom, you begin to see that everything in your life becomes a reflection of the inner work you've done. As you stop reacting impulsively, as you stop letting your emotions control you, you begin to see the world through a lens of clarity. You no longer see setbacks as failures, but as lessons that teach you, grow you, and push you toward greater heights. You stop viewing challenges as something to fear, and instead, you see them as opportunities for growth. The more you practice this inner discipline, the more unshakable you become. No matter what happens, you maintain your peace. You walk through life with a quiet, unshakable confidence that nothing can disturb. You become a force of nature, someone who stands firm in the face of adversity and emerges stronger every time. The world will continue to throw challenges your way, but you will no longer be thrown off course. You will remain steady, grounded, and clear in your purpose. This is the power of self-mastery, the ability to choose your emotional state, regardless of what the world throws at you. No matter what happens in your life, you are the one who controls your peace. The more you practice this, the more you realize that true freedom doesn't come from external circumstances, it comes from within. The more you claim this inner strength, the more you begin to see that the world cannot touch your peace. You have become unshakable. So, as life continues to unfold, remember, you are the one who decides how to respond. You are the one who controls your inner state. You are the one who can choose peace no matter what. And when you fully understand this, when you live from this place of power, nothing in this world will ever be able to affect you again. You will stand tall, unshaken, and unbreakable. The world may change around you, but your inner peace will remain constant forever. The world will continue to test you, challenge you, and throw obstacles your way. But it is in these very moments that your power becomes most evident. You are not defined by what happens to you. You are defined by how you respond. When life storms come, you don't have to be swept away. You don't have to lose your peace. You stand firm, rooted in the understanding that nothing can disturb your inner world unless you allow it. The more you embody this principle, the more you realize that your peace is not a luxury, but a necessity. It is the foundation upon which everything else in your life is built. Without it, everything else is fragile, unstable, and fleeting. But when you cultivate a deep, unwavering peace within yourself, you become invincible. Nothing can shake you because you are no longer seeking validation or approval from outside sources. You are no longer waiting for life to be perfect in order to feel whole. You understand that your peace is a choice and a powerful one. This is the gift of self-mastery, the ability to remain calm in the face of chaos, to stand strong when the world tries to knock you down. It is the ability to hold your ground even when everything around you is changing. You stop seeing challenges as threats, and you begin to see them for what they truly are. Opportunities to strengthen your mind, your spirit, and your character. Each difficulty is a tool for your growth, a chance for you to prove to yourself that you are not defined by circumstances, but by how you choose to meet them. When you start practicing this mindset consistently, you begin to see that nothing can truly harm you. People may say hurtful things. Life may not go the way you plan. But these things cannot touch your peace unless you let them. Your emotional state is no longer vulnerable to external forces. It becomes something that is solid, rooted, and entirely under your control. You stop being tossed around by the whims of the world, and instead, you choose to respond with calm, clarity, and purpose. It's at this moment that you begin to experience the true freedom that comes with self-mastery. You are no longer waiting for the world to change in order to be happy. You are creating your happiness, your peace, and your power from within. Every day becomes an opportunity to affirm your strength, to deepen your understanding, and to grow in resilience. The more you practice, the stronger you become. The more you face life's challenges with wisdom and composure, the more you realize that you are the one who determines how you experience the world. You begin to see that every struggle is a chance to get stronger, every setback a chance to learn. And with each new challenge, you reaffirm the truth that nothing, absolutely nothing, can affect you unless you let it. You are no longer a victim of life. You are its master. You are the one who decides how to feel, how to react, and how to move forward. And when you take full responsibility for your inner state, you reclaim your power and your peace. This is the key to unlocking a life of freedom, fulfillment, and unstoppable strength. You don't need life to be perfect. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need the world to behave in a certain way. All you need is a deep, unshakable understanding that you are in control of how you respond to everything that happens around you. With this mindset, nothing will ever affect you again. You will stand tall, unwavering,